What up, my fellow outdoors people? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys had a good 4th of July. You didn't blow off any fingers. You didn't set your house on fire. You had some good libations. You had a good time. Those that did blow off your fingers, just remember your sacrifice does not go unnoticed. Your story will be told at hundreds of Thanksgiving dinners for generations. So, all right, this is the June edition of HuntVault versus Yukon Ridge subscription boxes. Got these at the couple weeks ago. Haven't had a chance to do a video. These are both veteran-owned companies. HuntVault's been around for a while. Yukon Ridge is kind of the new guy on the block. So far, I would say over the last couple months that we're pretty much dead even. You know, Yukon Ridge had a couple good boxes, and then HuntVault had a good box last time. So we'll see where it goes. So we'll start with Yukon Ridge this time. I think I've mentioned it before. Yukon Ridge kind of prides itself on quality rather than quantity, whereas HuntVault, they have a lot of fillers. Coffee, those nasty snack sticks, whatever it is, just to throw in there. So let's see what we have. Pretty full. All right. Start with the price list or packing list. This is the Outfitter box. This is their mid-range box. So this box is MSRP valued at $203. The first thing on here is snake chaps. Dennis, I know you're watching this. I know you got excited that I said chaps. All right, it's not those type of chaps, buddy. These are snake chaps, not the chaps you wear when you go to the manhole, okay? Just saying. Scent blocker, snake chaps. I didn't even know that they made snake chaps. These are pretty nice chaps. Yeah, okay. We don't have many poisonous snakes in northern Illinois. However, I do go down south turkey hunting, and this would be good. I've run into my fair share of cottonmouths down there. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, next is a medium tackle sling bag. I think I've said it a few times that for outdoor guys, the more packs you have, the more bags you have. It's just like a woman with her shoes and purses. She can never have enough. But it's kind of nice. Small, compact. Not bad. It'll work. Let's see. The value on the snake chaps was $89.99, and the value of this medium tackle sling bag is $43.99. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. Now we have a trucker hat. Pretty nice. I don't know about the color. It's a good fishing hat. At least keep you cool. All right. All right, they got that valued at $29.99. I don't know about that. That seems a little pricey, but. All right, what's next? Stainless steel angler pliers. Just your typical needle nose pliers. They have this valued at $21.99. I don't know, that seems a little far-fetched, but could always use a good set of needle nose. I find myself losing it. And then there's assorted baits. So we have a scope stick by Bill Lewis Lures. Pretty nice. Maybe I use this tonight. Didn't catch shit this morning, so. Looks like it's a shallow runner crankbait. And then you have your Northland spinnerbait. You could always use spinnerbaits. Never have enough of those. That's it. So, not bad. Most of the stuff will be usable. Except, like I said, I don't know about the color of that hat. Alright. Let's check HuntVault. Alright. Oh, they must have had a clearance on hats. So the first thing out of the box is a hat. Not bad. I use it for shooting on the range. So HuntVault's been doing this thing where you have to scan the card in order to get the breakdown of the prices. Well, can't scan it right now, so I can't tell you the prices. I'll get back to you on that. A Poseidon headlamp. Well, that's good, because I just broke my good headlamp. I left it on the ground. It fell out of the back of my truck, and I ran it over. So this came right at the right time. So that's not bad. Cool. I needed that. HME trail cam holder. I use these exclusively, so I'll get some use out of this. I like these because you could angle it up and down, and I try to get my trail cameras pretty high up in a tree so nobody fucks with my cameras, but it also doesn't spook the deer when they go past. I've had that happen, so I like those. I use those all the time, so that's a good deal. This is left over from the last time. Sweet Fire Strikeable Fire Starter. So, yeah, it is what it is. You can always use those. Let's see. All right, the big one on this is the Muddy Trifecta 180 cellular trail camera. It's 180 degree image coverage. Now, I don't know a whole lot about Muddy cameras. I had one Muddy camera that was not cellular, and I was not happy with it, and this was a long time ago. And I had never gone back. Same thing with Spy Point. I hate Spy Point. Terrible company, terrible customer service. The cameras are horseshit. So I never tried Muddy. I never tried any of your cellular ones. I know I run stealth cams, and it's just a cheap camera, but for how I use my cameras, they work all right. I think last year I got those 2 Revolution stealth cameras that are very similar to this, but they have the 360. It goes all the way around. I had found that the battery life on those is terrible. They take pictures of everything, even though that you change the sensitivity on it. You're taking literally 300-400 pictures in a 2-day period, and then you're constantly having to format your SD card from home because it fills up pretty quick, even with a 32 gigabyte card in there. But I'll give it a try. I run a ton of cell cams, and I'll start putting them up in the next couple weeks here, and they'll be left out all deer season. So we'll see. It's a big ticket item in that box. Let's see. no snack sticks and no coffee this time. However, they sent plastic camping utensils. Alright, well, I guess that's this week's filler. I'll throw them in my mess kit and use them some other time. Alright, well, I would say in value, you probably got more out of Yukon Ridge. I don't know how much this trail camera is. Usable stuff, I mean, it's all going to be usable, except for that, you know. But, yeah, I mean, I would say this is a tie, another tie. So, all right. Have a great day, and good luck fishing for those that are fishing, and those that are starting to put their food plots in. Hope you get some rain. Talk to you guys later.